It's Sunday morning, mid-January, and it snowed through the night. Not a lot, as you can see, and it's currently 1 degree, but it's going to be about 9 or 10 by lunchtime, so it's going to rain, and this is all going to go. And it's not bad on the roads. It's a little bit icy and slushy in places, but the reason I made a video is, interestingly, it must be exactly a year almost to the day since I made my last video, my Snowmageddon video, when it really did snow quite heavily. It still did the same thing, it turned to rain later in the day, but it took quite a while for it to clear that day, because there was so much of it. You can head back and look at that video. It's one of my more popular videos. It took me about 2 hours to make a half-an-hour journey into Leeds. So I got up really early, saw the snow, set off really early, and honestly, it's not so bad. But I've gone to the trouble of setting the camera up and setting off nice and early. I thought we might as well make a little video. So we're getting on with it, aren't we? It's January now, so another couple of months and we'll be into the spring. I don't mind the winter, I just prefer the warmer weather. And lighter mornings. I'm not even bothered for lighter evenings, but I do like the lighter mornings. Anyhow, I'm a bit sleepy this morning, so I'm going to concentrate on my driving, and I'll catch up with you a little bit later. coach. 1 degree, sleety, icy rain. It must be doing 70, if not more. Blimey. And the trucks aren't hanging about either. Nobody's hanging about. Only seems to be me that's hanging about. Oh dearie me. Guess they've never heard of black ice. I guess they've never heard of it. I said I wasn't going to speak, didn't I? Time. I'm gonna see what the road's like, because you know I'm doing this A to Z of Leeds districts. Well, this whole area in front of us where the services is, it all used to be open cast coal mines up to like the 1960s. Maybe I won't bother. Let's see. It all used to be open cast coal mines until the 1960s, and then it was an area of like post-industrial desolation. It was like slurry pits and spoil heaps and stuff like that. And I was told as a youngster that they were never going to build on it because it was like it was all infected by chemicals and industrial waste and all that kind of stuff. This might not have been such a good idea. First chance I get, I'm going to turn around. But what I wanted to show you is now, in line with a lot of Leeds, they've built a massive houses. And it's just nowhere. There's no schools, there's no shops, there's there's nothing. Maybe there's plans for there to be schools and shops. So I don't even know what district this is. Is it Temple Newsham? Is it Woodlesford? Not sure. I don't know if you can see it. It's all there on the... I don't propose to go in. And it goes on and on and on, right over to the lake, right over towards the river. Come back another day when the weather's better. Somehow I've got to turn around without getting stuck. Yeah, Green Lock Place. Skelton Lakes. 2, 3, 4 and 5 bedroom houses. This wasn't my best plan, guys. This is snow on top of ice. But all this area, you can't really see it, all this area to the left, I think is going to be built on eventually. I know they've extended the bus from the Temple Green Park and Ride, and they've extended it as far as the motorway services now. I don't know if they've extended it as far as these houses. So the school, the high school for here, I looked it up. It's a school on Holton Moor, a high school, an academy, whatever you want to call it. It took about an hour to walk there. There's no sort of direct route. I don't know if there's a bus. It's just, and as I say, you're handy for Temple Newsham. If you like the countryside, it'd be ideal. And I'm guessing they're reasonably priced compared to those houses. I don't know if you watched the last video when we went to Collingham. There were 2, 3, 4 and 5 bedroom houses there, and they started at 450,000 and went up to nearly 900,000. So I'm guessing these are a lot more affordable. And you'd be okay for expensive motorway services food if you needed it. I maybe shouldn't have done that. Oh dear. What time is it? To the low, I think. Yeah, but all this land here, apart from this little bit, because there's a lake here and it's a bit of a nature reserve behind the services. I'll show you on the way out. All the rest of it's I think is designated to be built on. What I want to do is to leave my phone running, but they say don't leave your phone in the car. Had to be done, guys. impromptu stop for a toilet at a motorway services. They have at Greggs. And I don't know if you've ever had their omelette roll. They do an omelette baguette. It's their take on an egg sandwich, I think, but it's lovely. I think it's omelette with cheese, and she said, did I want any sauce on it? The lovely staff in there, of course, bit of HP. So this is not Snowmageddon as it was last year. It's so far anyway. I'll get back to you when I get back in the car. So I think it was about about £5? I can't remember how much it was, guys. Cup of tea. I think this was about £4 to be honest, which is an awful lot. Seems it anyway. £4 something for an egg sandwich. But it is a motorway services, isn't it? Oh yes, look at that. So morning. Oh, this is where I get HP sauce all down my shirt for work today. So a totally random video, really. I'm 8:15. I'm still in good time. For getting to work. The snow hasn't been so bad. I did say last year, I'm sure I did, that I wasn't going to get up at a ridiculous early time and be forced to drive to work in the snow again. And here I am. Anyway, I'm going to finish this and then we'll continue our journey. See you in a little while. Right guys, I'm back with you. Hope you're enjoying this rather odd little video. I'm not sure what it is. I suppose it's a bit of a morning in the life of, isn't it? It didn't turn out to be a Snowmageddon type of a video. I'm approaching retirement age, and it's honestly, I never thought I'd be even considering, should I retire or shouldn't I retire? It's a strange situation to find yourself in. All your life you just work because that's what you do. You get up, you go to work, you don't have any choice. You moan about it, but truthfully there's no point moaning about it, is there? It just and sometimes if you're lucky and you're doing a job you like, sometimes you're unlucky and you're doing a job you don't like. Either way, you generally have to keep at it, don't you? Well, I'm going to have an opportunity this year probably where I don't have to. But I'm not sure if I want to give up. That's the weird thing, because it's so much more to work, isn't there, than, well, there's not. For the vast majority of your life, there's nothing more to work than earning money to pay your bills, to raise your family, to buy your car, to pay for your holiday, whatever. There's nothing else to it. But then if you reach a point where you can manage without the money, that seems like a straightforward choice, doesn't it? But it's not, because, as I say, for me, there's more to work than the money. There's the colleagues, the customers, things like this. I'd be sat at home reading a book, listening to music or something now. So it's been a little adventure this morning. I've had an egg sandwich that I wasn't expecting, so I don't know. And then you meet people, don't you? You read about inspirational people who work until they can't work anymore, and you think, is that the right way? Is it, if you are lucky enough to be healthy enough to contribute, should you still do it? Or should, as some of my colleagues tell me, the old people should move over and make way for the young? I don't know. I honestly don't know, and I don't want to stop working because I'm not sure I want to start, find out it's the wrong decision and then start thinking, oh, I'm going to look for a job in my late 60s. That won't be good, would it? So again, I've talked over it, but all the area that was on our right, I think, is all going to be new houses. And it's in a nice area. It's by the river. It's by Temple Newsham. It just doesn't seem. But those houses we looked at in Collingham, they were the same, weren't they? They were super expensive, and yet they weren't near anything. There was a 10-minute walk into Collingham. Temple Newsham there in the front of us. So yeah, I'm not sure. I can't make my mind up. I did say when the YouTube channel became sort of self-funding, that's when I would pack in work. But we're no closer to that than we were 2 years ago when we started, to be honest. So. Past the McLaren and the Lamborghini showrooms. Yeah, it's turned to rain, so whatever snow there was it's gone, and it's now rain. Blimey, how bright is his lights? There's the city in the front of us there. I don't know if you can make it out, all the high-rise student accommodations up near the Merrion Centre and Woodhouse. waste incinerator in front of us. It's I think it's, I don't know, is it where they burn the stuff that they would have took to landfill? They reckon the filters on in there get rid of like 80 or 90% of the poison from the rubbish. And there's a huge green wall on this side of it. It goes up about 6 or 7 stories. Got a little bit of time spare, so we'll go not a longer way, but we'll just cut through the city instead of going round it on this link road. This is the link road from the M1 to the city centre and then to the inner ring road. I mean, if I'd have known the weather wasn't as bad as this, I could have still, because it's getting lighter now, isn't it? So I can start going out on a Sunday morning and making some videos. And I could have gone out and done another A to Z drive video, but anybody remember the Bridgefield pub? Legendary. It was there where that nursing home is. Legendary pub. Spent a lot of my formative I spent a lot of my formative years in there. This is the Richmond Hill area of Leeds.
You are over the speed limit.
That must be a 20. Apologies. I usually have my sat nav on, which shows me the speed limit. There we go, yeah, it's a 20. Done a few walking videos around here, but we will cover it in the A to Z of Leeds districts as well. The driving videos when we get up to the R's. That's a novel place to keep your dustbins, isn't it? On the road. Hole in the road there. Blimey. Well guys, thanks for watching. I'm not sure what the category of this video is. It's not Snowmageddon, is it? Just a snapshot of my Sunday morning, and kind of let you know a little bit what's on my mind at the moment. I know I've broached the subject of retirement before, but I am semi-retired. I have quite a bit of time off in the week, but even so, it still feels like a big step. But I'll let you know how the year progresses, and whether or not in 12 months' time we're coming out on a Sunday morning because it's snowed again and I'm having to go to work. We'll find out, won't we? But until the next time, thank you very much for bearing with me, and if you like the video, thumbs up, usual stuff. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment if you feel like it. But until the next time, cheerio.